Hello and welcome back, Organized Sound. I'm back on my rap shit. I've got top 10 female rappers of 2020. And the reason I made this list is because of Megan Thee Stallion and how much she impressed me in 2019. She did not come into 2019 the hottest female rap artist, but she left 2019 the hottest female rap artist. So a couple people on this list might have been making music for a few years, but I want this list to feel like it's full of artists that are getting hot right now. So I want to start with a few examples of people who are not on this list. So Saweetie is a great example of somebody who's not going to be on this list. Her story, her coming out story, and all the things that she accomplished, I feel are very much insulated in 2019. So she's not someone that's going to be on this list. More people that are not going to be on this list. People like Cuban Doll, people like Asian Doll. There's a lot of brats and dolls and Barbies that are missing from this list, and that's because I feel that they're a little too established. You know, people like Rico Nasty. Once you've already kind of done your festival run and you've been on these press tours and stuff like that and you're very established, I have less established people on here, and this is more of an up-and-comers list. And I'm expecting this list to introduce you to some artists that you've never heard of. Alright, so the first person on my list is Tay Money, and Tay Money just has this likability factor. I just watched her most recent interview with Adam22, No Jumper, and she just talks about being from Texas, and I feel like she got into music a lot differently than most people because she got into it from listening to local artists in Texas, and that's what she saw. Whereas most people, I think, that get into music, they're like, oh, like, I idolize Jay-Z or Kanye or 50 Cent. So it brings her into rap with a different perspective, and I really see that in her lyrics and everything. She's very true to herself and very true to where she came from. And I'm not very familiar with Texas swag, but I really like it. And so the songs that you definitely have to check out from her are Trapper's Delight and Bussin'. Alright, the next artist on my list is Lil Keyu. And Lil Q is out of New York, but she spent the last year in LA. She just did an interview with the also LA-based podcast called Tapped In. And she talked about her influences being 50 Cent. But also I get a big Tekashi 6ix9ine vibe, and her sound is just big quarantine mood. So I'm expecting her to do really well as she's planning on rolling out a bigger project and her first album. The next person on my list is Snowsa, also known as Snowpra, also known as Snow LaFleur, but it sounds like Snowsa is the name that we're going with for right now, and she's planning on keeping throughout. This is a Connecticut artist, and Connecticut definitely has this wave right now. They've got their dance and they've got their sound, and this is a big Jamaican population over there, so you really feel that influence. So her big song to blow up was Yank Rhythm, and she got help from Young M.A. on the remix. However, my favorite song from her is definitely Freak Like Me, so you gotta go check that one out.
I'll leave you sucking all up through them jeans, all up through them seams while I do my thing. Yeah, I'll leave you sucking all up through them jeans. You wanna fuck again, I know. Baby, you cannot handle the snow. I'ma put it down like a shovel. Now you not finna have control. Now you not finna have control. Now you not finna have control. Hey, you not have no control.
Alright, the next person on our list is an Atlanta artist. You know we had to have some Atlanta artists on this list. And I've got Mulatto. So her big song is Bitch from the South, SOUF. And she credits the rise of her song to influencers creating dance challenges for it, and also having Rihanna dancing in her kitchen to the song. And her music has this gritty down south feel, and she credits that to being someone who grew up really drag racing and kind of having that rural woodsy upbringing. This next artist is from New Jersey. She was an absolute lock on this list. If you know, I live in Massachusetts, and this girl is very popular in Massachusetts, and it's Coi Leray. Coi Leray definitely has this great sound where she's able to kind of do a song that's very barsed out, very rappy, but then also do an R&B song, and she's got kind of this accent that just sounds really good on the track. Also, she just has this relatability factor. I checked out an interview that she did with Nick Cannon, and she was talking about how she transitioned from having just like a normal sales job and deciding that things were at a point where she wanted to take music full time. And I've just seen her snippets going crazy, being reposted all over the place. I'm going to try and play some of that footage here.
I know you're so lonely, just come on my side. We can talk or fuck, just let me make your mind. Big back, look at, put me in sun on the night. Until then we screaming out freedom. Bitch, you know that I'm my brother's keeper. I got rich in the king when the Nina. You try some still little bro figures get eager. All of my section can't fuck with no finger. I'll kick the ass out cause that bitch she a eater. And this boy he a freak when he looking at me. Told my ass to come here and we fucked at the beacon. Walk in the club, all eyes on me. Check out the fees, the Yeezy. Yeah, I make this shit look easy.
The latest thing I saw from her was that she's at the Internet Money House doing music with Ty Fontaine, who's an artist I'm very excited for in 2020. Really looking forward to that collab and new music from her this year. So we're taking it back to Atlanta, and the next artist on this list is Ruby Rose. So Ruby Rose is actually Playboi Carti's ex-girlfriend, so she has that rap music pedigree. I watched her No Jumper interview. She comes off as super sweet, and she's got this deeper voice that just works really well on the track. I really like her newest song, Hit Your Dance, and I think she's going to be able to continue to put the right pieces around her and make some really big songs. Right now, I think the only archetype of female more poppin' than like a cosplaying e-girl would be a thug boo. And so that's exactly what S3nsi Molly is. And she has kind of this whisper voice that she comes on the track with that's just creates a lot of head bobbing and a lot of woo. And one place I think she can really improve is getting on some beats that sound bigger. And I think that's going to be the key to her blowing up this year. I had to put a Massachusetts person on this list, and Bia absolutely deserves it. She got some really great looks at the end of last year doing her song with Russ called Best on Earth, and she just recently dropped a really cool video to her song Free Bia / First Day Out, so go check that out. Talk to me nice. The next person on my list is DreamDoll, also out of New York, and she just has this really bubbly appeal. Probably from her background in television. She was on Love and Hip Hop New York. She has a lot of support from New York radio. She has a lot of support from New York DJs. And she's dropping some great music. And I just see a lot of potential for her to hop into this more pop music type of lane. And I think she'd be perfect for it. Because her aesthetic is very much like, oh, I'm a Barbie. I definitely suggest anyone who wants to know more about DreamDoll to go check out the interview she did with This Is 50. Go check out the one where she's interviewed by Punch. And also she has a new song with G-Eazy that's doing really well called Who You Lovin'. So go check that out. Here at the end, the 10th spot was very tough for me to pick. Obviously, you know, there were 4 people in contention in here. But I had to go with Blaatina, and that's because she truly terrifies me. She gives me these old school 21 Savage vibes, and I really like her flow on songs like Run Up and No Rap Cap, so definitely go check those songs out. And there we have it. Those are my 10 picks for top female rap artists of 2020. Who's your favorite person on this list? Let me know in the comments. Also, did I miss somebody? Who's somebody that you think should have made this list? Organized Sound Podcast. Thank you very much for watching. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun content like this. Upcoming artists, new rap music, the stuff that you need to check out. So definitely subscribe. And I'm signing out.